A long, long time ago, 66 million years ago in the Paleocene epoch, there lived an enormous, colossal snake, significantly larger than the snakes of today's world. Heavier than the heaviest anaconda and longer than the longest reticulated python, this snake possessed an average weight of 1,135 kilograms and an average length of 42.7 feet or 13 meters. A snake this large is incomprehensible and utterly terrifying to most. But what made the Titanoboa as large as it was? Paleontologists believe that the warm climate of the Paleocene is primarily responsible for the gigantic size of the Titanoboa. You see, snakes are ectotherms, or as more commonly said, they're cold-blooded creatures that obtain and regulate the body heat via the ambient environment and temperature rather than internal metabolic processes like we warm-blooded humans do. Growing at a normal rate requires snakes to have the proper amount of warmth. However, the extreme heat that defined the Paleocene, with a global average surface temperature of about 24 to 25 degrees Celsius, compared to our modern world today, which has an average surface temperature of about 15 degrees Celsius, could have influenced the Titanoboa's enormous stature. You know, that evidence is somewhat reassuring because it does show us that animals can cope and adapt to higher temperatures. However, the rise of temperatures, like the natural rise of temperatures during periods of time like the Paleocene, and the rise of temperature we're experiencing now due to global warming, they are noticeably different. So, will they ever come back? Well, now, of course, an exact genetic replica of the Titanoboa coming back is highly improbable due to the absence of intact DNA after 50 to 60 million years. Also, the rapid rate at which the Earth is warming now due to human activity is vastly different from the stable and prolonged temperature rises of prehistoric times. And even if a snake so large was ever able to return, it will take millions and millions of years. Like, it will take a long time, and it will definitely not happen in any of our lifetimes. But many scientists don't rule out this possibility. As global temperatures continue to rise, snake species, especially those situated around the equator, could grow to become much, much larger. So unfortunately, a snake so large coming back in our lifetime is pretty much impossible. But hey, I'm sure we'll all live long enough to see some really cool discoveries and events happen, whether it's to do with large snakes or not. Thank you so much for watching today's Fortune, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!